Hello, Mike. Welcome.
Hi there.
How are you doing tonight?
Oh, not bad. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready.
Are you ready? Good.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah. All right. Is it just me and you so far?
So far, I just messaged one, I messaged both, but she said give her 5 minutes. So one of the people that
Good.
I'm reviewing, she's
Oh,
coming. They're coming.
all right. Very cool.
What's your community about, Mike?
My community is about helping people build landing pages, websites, graphics, and even apps, web apps mostly.
Okay, this is right up your alley because the about page is just a sales page, landing page, right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Awesome.
Make this bigger. I was doing a little multitasking, and that usually goes to shit after a while because I can only do two things at once.
I try more, and I used to be better at it. Let me say that. I used to be way better at it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. When I was younger, I had a window cleaning business, and I used to be able to drink coffee, and I don't know if you know what a Thomas Guide is. Drink coffee, read the Thomas Guide, which is a map. It was a map book, and then drive the car and eat my lunch. But now it's like if I try to do two things, yeah, I can. Most times I can handle two things, but if I try to do a third thing, something's got to go. And obviously driving the car stays, but remember where I'm going? No, totally out of the question.
Just
Stuff like
along for
that.
the ride.
Yeah, yeah. Or how it is. You start talking to somebody and you're excited and then you start thinking about three other things and it's like you forget what you're gonna say.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, I do.
Very cool.
Hi, Dana.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Okay. Sherry just said she's ready.
Cool.
Um, okay, let me get her the link. Hi, Alexander. Okay. 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 It's going to be just a few, again, we're just going to start a little bit off time tonight. I do want to be respectful of your time though, and make sure that we don't go too far over. I have a lot to share. I'm really I'm really gonna try. Let's get rid of some windows too.
Can I ask you a question, Faith?
Sure.
So you're using Zoom, I see. Is that what they give you in school? Is that separate from the live in school?
It's separate from the live in school. This is being recorded, so I guess this will be on. Hey Sherry, this will be on the recording. I'm not a big, huge fan of the live option in school. That's just my personal opinion.
No, that's why I asked. I haven't used it yet, so I was curious why you chose to do this. If you don't mind me
Um,
asking.
yeah, the chat can be a challenge inside of the school live, and There's no captions in the Skool Live, and if you're on mobile, there's no going back to school and grabbing anything because your school is locked down with the live. It's uh,
Okay.
and then the other thing is that the live tends to come in and out, even though your internet service doesn't say, like Zoom will tell you or your computer will tell you like your internet is unstable, but in Skool it will just cut off and it doesn't catch up.
Oh,
Um
that's
it Yeah, it just cuts the audio so you can't hear what was being said and it doesn't catch up.
oh, hopefully they can make it better someday.
I believe that they will.
Yeah, this
I just
this is good to
Yeah,
know. I'm glad you told me that before I get up into that.
yeah,
Yeah, cool. Thank you for the
yeah,
feedback.
yeah. Um and I'm at home on Zoom.
I kind of like the idea of in the platform because you just click on it. But I haven't used Zoom in a long time, but I don't have it on my Mac right now. But I see the in browser is really easy now. Before it used to be hard.
mm, yeah. I was using Zoom. I used to be a teacher, and I'll get into this in just a second, but I used to be a teacher. And before we started using Zoom, like we used Zoom, uh, um, I had already started using it for other purposes. And so I was just used to it. I was already used to it.
Oh,
Um, but I like Zoom. Okay, let's see if this works tonight.
I didn't mean
Okay.
to just get from your presentation.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. You didn't.
I
And
do
let's go.
notice I do notice that other people who do lives and stuff on school use Zoom instead of the school live. So you're not alone.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. And I don't mean to sound like a whiner, but
Well, you're not. You're just being
yeah,
straight up.
I'm just not there yet. I haven't
You,
fallen in love with it. I think that there's still things that they can improve that will help with the functionality of it. And oh man.
maybe it'd be helpful to tell them.
Um maybe. Maybe. Okay, this is what I was trying to do. Go back to page 1 so that we could go slideshow and then I can go Zoom and share. Okay, let's jump in and get started. Okay. So tonight, we're so late at night. I kind of like this time and I hope that you like it too. This is Make Your About Page Work Harder for You. It is February 13th, Friday the 13th, and we will not use that as an omen, okay? I was thinking about that when I was putting the presentation together. Okay. Our agenda is introductions and expectations. We're going to do some about page. I call it the sorting hat, but it's a sorting mechanism plus a hook. We're going to talk about the framework that is widely accepted on Skool because it tends to be the most converting. There's also buyer psychology and action is what I want to talk about. We'll go through the live reviews and then we'll leave time for Q&A, hopefully. Um, hopefully. So and if someone can just keep track of the chat, help me with that, please. Your about page is a sales landing page, and we get 1,000 characters to share why you are the answer to the pain or problem that your member needs to solve. You can quote me on that. This is not evergreen. You can change it as much as you want. You should be looking at, I say should, and I don't mean to should on you, but you should be looking at it every so often. You should be looking at your conversions inside your metrics tab on Skool to see what your traffic is. Do you guys know how to find that inside of your settings?
How to find it where the traffic is? No.
Okay. Let's escape and let's just do it. Okay, so in my settings, this is my public facing group. It's a test group. I like to just see what's happening. Right now I have 7.1% conversion. If I click on that conversion, I can see my about page. As of today, I had one visitor to my about page and they didn't convert, which is good because I don't really want people converting into this. It's a test community. Yesterday I had 3 visitors and the day before I had 5. Of course, 0 conversions, which is why my conversion rate is so low, and I'm okay with it here. But you can go back through. I did have 2 of the 4 people to my about page here. You can see 4 visitors and 50% conversion. But this is how you would find it.
Okay.
Why this is important is if you have, now I only had, and they've changed this. So it doesn't really give you like overall how many people have like over the last 30 days. It doesn't necessarily tell me like that it used to say how many visitors you've had in the last 7 days and what that conversion rate is in the last 7 days, and they've changed it now. It is better because I can see like day by day, which is great. What you want to look for is how many people visited your page and how many people actually converted once they looked. Now,
Okay.
why I prefer like the 7-day view, in all honesty, is because over that course, I can see over the last 7 days, the total of number of people who came to visit was 100. Let's just use round numbers because I like it. 100 people visited and I had 20 people who joined. That's 20% conversion. And so with that, I can see that for my free group, I have the same percentage that Skool says is the norm for free groups. Okay. 4% is actually the conversion rate, the average for Skool as a whole. So if you have a paid group and your conversion is higher than 4%, you're doing really good. If your conversion is lower than 4%, or I would say less than 2%, you definitely want to take a look at your about page and see what is happening, and see how that signal that you're putting out on your about page needs to just be tweaked just a little bit. I would not say overhaul your whole about page. I would just say make some tiny tweaks, see what changes, if anything changes with that tiny 1 tweak, 2 tweaks, and then like let that sit and ride for a little bit and then try it again. Okay. A lot of people are like, I'm going to change my whole about page, but you're not going to get the data that you need to see is what part working is not converting. Right. Yeah. Okay. Your hook's only job is to make them read the next sentence. Okay. And so your hook, when you are talking about a hook, your hook actually needs to tell the reader who this is for, what purpose this group serves, and like what you're helping people with. This is for, you know what, let me slow down on that because I want to go into that a little bit later. I'm trying. I'm trying. I have so much in my brain that I want to tell you about. Um,
Feel you.
yeah, definitely an A/B test. Absolutely, Mike. Um, because if you're changing too much, you're not going to get true understanding of like what is going to be the one, because you could change 5 things and I don't know what that one thing that I changed made the difference at the time that I changed it. Okay, so the framework on Skool that is like most recognized is promise, proof, plan. So at first you're going to have a hook, you're going to have the promise, you're going to have the proof, you're going to have a plan, and then you're going to have an invitation or what they call a call to action at the bottom. Okay. The framework is how you build the trust by what you're saying within the promise, proof, plan. And the promise is what speaks to the actual pain. Okay. And we want people to be curious by the end so that then they're like, oh, but we don't want them so curious that then they're kind of like, is this for me? Is this mine? And so we don't want them that curious. Because we want them to see and know that like we're talking about you. We're specifically, I hate the word target, but we're targeting you. Like this is for you. There we go. Also, in the framework, when we're talking about the framework, we want to be thinking in the 2 a.m. question. So when I had the classifieds post and I said, your classifieds post should be answering that 2 a.m. question, your about page needs to answer those exact same 2 a.m. questions that your member has, or that your potential members, the leads that are coming to your page, they want to see that you're still answering the exact same question. So the signal is clear and everything is coming across. Okay. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because this is just a general rule in writing sales copy and landing page copy, is that we are really tying everything back to the decision. Every pain point literally ties back to the decisions of, is this health, wealth, relationships, status or significance, freedom or peace? Okay. Everything always ties back. I can't sleep at night. Well, what does that tie to? Your health. It might tie to your relationships too, because if you're grouchy, but anyway, I digress. Proof. Proof does not equal a resume. And what that really signals, I have seen about pages, and I want to be really careful about how I share this, because I don't want this to end up being like a don't do this, but the signaling is really like taking care of what your signal is showing and sharing with people. When your about page starts out with all of the accomplishments that you've ever done, and I'm the one, and your about page is all about you signaling to you how amazing you are, we want to really be careful about that, because when certain buyers are seeing that, that is repelling them. Now, it's okay that you're repelling certain people, and we'll get to that in a second, but your signal needs to be really clean, that it's for someone. You are here to serve someone, right? You're here to help someone. And if your signal is all about me, that is a signal. That is definitely a signal. And we want to be careful, unless that is really who you are and that is your personality. Like, this is who I am. By all means, do that. That is your signal and that is your message. Fine with me. Do what you do. I also left these testimonial pieces because when we're talking about the proof place, this is like your time to introduce yourself. It's your time to say like how you've gotten results before. So right under who I am and why should you trust me can be some testimonials. or you can put those up in the media slots. Now, one thing that I am not going to spend a lot of time tonight talking about is the media slots, the VSL, and your testimonials. The one thing that I do want to say is that when you are making the media slots, I want you to really think about what that looks like on mobile. I have seen testimonials where people put like multiple testimonials on one slide. And what that starts to look like is little tiny text. And while I can see that that's a testimonial, I can't actually read the testimonial. And so it dilutes the signal all over again because I can't see it. I can't read it. I can't feel the emotion of it. And then the other thing that I've noticed is when people put a really long testimonial, even though the words are big, that's a lot of text. And on mobile, we don't tend to spend a lot of time, and we don't, unless we're really like, we're just sitting chilling and we have the time. We really want to pull out some very key statements inside of that testimonial to make sure that that's what pops and that's what gets people's attention. Okay. Oh, and we are in a trust recession. I'm glad I put that there to remind myself, because in a trust recession, what used to be okay was the guru, I'm the one, you should listen to me, and I'm going to tell you all about why I have made it big. And I won't mention any names of people that do that. If that is your sales shtick, by all means, stick with it. But because we are in a trust recession, it is so much more important to grab the connection and build the trust of like why you want to connect with me. How have I helped other people? Because if I can do that in a way that says, I have helped other people like you, without saying that, right? With giving testimonials, with giving information that allows you to be the expert, then your about page, like I said in the classifieds conversation, your about page becomes an evergreen, something that can be searchable and findable everywhere. Okay. I just want to make sure I did not miss anything. This is polished versus trusted. Let me move this. I really want your about page to sound like you. And while I grabbed some pictures, then I was like, no, let me grab Goose, because Goose is definitely out there and he puts himself out there as who he is. And this is who I am. Your about page should sound like you. And I know we're in the age of AI and it's really easy to write AI copy. Your about page should sound like your personality. It should lean into. I had several fights with ChatGPT today about polishing me too much and saying, oh, well, that's not good for your authority. I'm over that myself. Personally, I really want to start sounding like myself. I want my copy to sound like me, and I don't care if that sounds any kind of way. I'm done with the over polish, because that starts to feel like it's all AI. And as we continue in this AI world, it's going to be so important to make sure that your voice, your signal is what's being heard out in the world. So bring your personality. Okay. Bring your watermelon hats. Bring your ducks, your narwhals, and your cats that play gangster rap. Whatever is you, bring you to the page. Okay. Bring your personality. This is one thing that when I started on Skool almost 2 years ago, this is one thing that I loved, is that it was almost like it was the home for, what was it on Peter Pan? Like the home for lost boys or lost toys. I don't remember. But I had just come out of teaching and realizing that The people that were the like the cool kids here on Skool all were like the ones that people were like picked on or bullied or, you know, all that, because they're different and we're different and we all like embrace our differences. And that's one thing that I absolutely loved about Skool. So I cannot stress enough, bring your personality to your About page. If you're loud, be loud and proud. If you're quiet, be quiet and proud. Like, be crazy and proud. Be cool and proud. Like, just be yourself. This is something that I am going to call this out because this is Max Perzone, and like what he talks about all the time is, and I see a lot of people who do it, and this is going to be one of those moments where I say, like, please don't do this, especially with an About page that is for a free community. If you have a free community, I want you to think about static versus signal versus static. If I have a free community and I'm saying on my free community that you are offering $1,000 call for an hour, a one-on-one call with me for $1,000, and I'm offering a $5,000 mastermind and a $7,000 group coaching and a $10,000 workshops, and the community is free, that is loud. And it actually like negates it doesn't make it feel like it's more valuable. The people who are landing on your page are going to actually start to wonder, like, why is this so cheap if this is so expensive and so much value? Like, it shouldn't feel cheap. It should feel generous, not discounted. Okay. Your plan at the end should sell the destination, not the transportation. When you think about booking a vacation, are you talking to the travel agent about how amazing the flight is going to be? Look, you're going to have this amazing seat with no leg room. And then the person next to you, oh my gosh, they're going to fall asleep on your shoulder and it's going to be so awesome, right? We do not care about the transportation to the beachfront cottage. We care about the beachfront cottage, the white sands, the blue ocean, the beautiful stingrays and fish and all the things that we get to see and all the places we're going to go while we're there. We care about the destination. What I want to talk about most about this plan is be careful as you're doing your plan that you are actually talking about what your future members are going to get out of it. So not necessarily I have this 5-step process of something, because when you sell the process, that's like selling the airplane ride to get there. And they want to know, are you going to be able to deliver on the destination that I'm trying to get to? So even if you're selling the supports and you're saying, hey, we have these calls where you can meet people and get support. We have these weekly hangouts so that we can be in connection and know each other. All of that is good. That's part of the destination, because now I know I have support. I'm coming into a community, but I also want to know what the outcome is. And am I going to get that outcome? And at this point, you really want to build on the emotional part of the decision versus going into analytics and logistics and processes and all of those things, because then your mind is what's shutting down and you're not building that emotional moment that is building to that emotion where people would actually say, oh my gosh, I have to have this. Okay. That is not what our analytical brain starts looking at how much time it's going to take and how much it's going to cost me. Even if it's free, it's going to cost me time. It's going to cost me time with my family. There is a cost. Okay. And so we want to be really aware of how we're selling the destination so that at the end, it becomes that clear next step, right? That moment that says, I really want to be here. In fact, I have to be here. I have got to be here. And so your invitation, your CTA, your call to action needs to be strong and soft. If you are going to add urgency and please hold scarcity, those two things need to be measured. Because if I say that I'm only like the next 5 members are getting in at founder price and I don't change the founder price after the next 5 members, then someone who came to look at my page and missed it and knew, oh, at 50 members, they're changing the price. And now they're at 55 members, the price didn't change. Or I have it set so on Monday, February the 13th, 15th, 16th, on February 16th, I'm raising the price to $99. And it's now Tuesday, February 17th, and the price is still at $67. That is then authority and trust leak. And so you start to lose the trust with people who want to come into your group and now aren't sure anymore because are you really going to do what you said you were going to do? And I didn't miss it yet, so I should push the button. But if that's the case, what else is going on inside that I might not trust it as well? Is the owner even really here? You know, and it just starts to leak the trust of like, oh, what's going on? Right? Sherry is here. So I want to go ahead and I want to do the live review. Sherry, can you drop your link in the chat? I didn't want to grab it just in case you were making any last minute changes. And this is a live review. I have not looked at Sherry's About page yet. I wanted to get like first look because I want to see it from the viewpoint of someone who has now. I did look last week. You told me that you were making changes, so I purposefully did not go back and look again. But I did look last week and I was like, oh, this is going to be so good because your page is okay. I don't know what changes you've made, but your page last week was like so good.
Oh my gosh, okay. I hope it's better. I hope it's better. I made some changes based on someone else's feedback and my husband's feedback. It's funny because the person who went through and did kind of an audit, and then it was stuff that my husband was like, yeah, I told you to do that. You know, you husbands out there, you know who you are. And he was like, I told you that wasn't gonna work or whatever. So anyway, so I appreciate it. I have a thick skin and so yes. So please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now your group is free and I want to circle back around one more time because I really want this point to land. Even if your group is paid and you put that value stack and your group is $37 a month, yours is free. Thank you for not having a value stack. I did last. Yeah. See, yeah, you have your tiers on there, but it's not a value stack of it's worth this much.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so
First thoughts.
These pictures are amazing.
Thank you.
First thoughts, skin changed after 4. Okay, now this is what really resonated because I am not 40 anymore. And when I first read it, I was like, wait, that's me. Okay, so your group description, and I'm glad that we're starting here because I didn't put it, but your group description should be enough that someone out on discovery, when they're improving discovery, and now people are going to be able to go and search for things because it's in your keywords. Your discovery should have keywords, and this section right here. Are you guys seeing this? Or are you still seeing the slideshow? You're seeing it. Okay, perfect. Her description says skincare changed after 40. Well, first of all, I know I'm not 40 anymore. And in the last 2 months, all of a sudden my skin went from, oh, that's a little extra wrinkly to like crepey.
Mhm.
And I'm freaking out. Okay. So already I'm like, yes, I need this. And I've leaned in. My body literally just leaned in as I was saying that. You want bodies to lean in. Okay. Real answers, not more products, right? Because in the market, there are so many products and there are so many miracle cures. And then you get one and you're like, that did not help me at all. Right.
Right.
And I just spent $55 on this product that I used it 4 times. I used it 10 times. I used it for 2 months. I bought 3 bottles. I still have the same problem, right? And so I love that you're also talking about the root cause of skincare issues, because it's not just outer, it's not the skin, it's nourishment and it's nutrition and it's all of the things, right?
Thanks. Yes.
Yeah. And so I also love that you have a take the free skin quiz.
Yes.
Now, the only thing that I say about this is if, and let me ask the audience, let me poll the audience.
Yes. Poll the audience.
Poll the audience. If you're looking at this about page and you have the chance to go take the free skin quiz or join the group, which one are you guys going to take? And you can unmute. It's okay.
The quiz.
Take the quiz.
Take the
I
quiz.
think I would say logically you probably take the quiz, but because the color of the link is a lighter gray and it doesn't pop as much, it's easier just go directly to join the group.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you take the quiz though, so I have two. When you
Okay.
take the quiz, it takes you to a link where it captures your email. So for you
Right.
to get your results, you have to take you put in your email, and then it says it'll take you back to my about page.
Okay, perfect. So, is the quiz on your website or like Score app or some other tool like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that. Mm-hmm,
Okay. And that is perfect, because if taking the quiz means you're going to capture my email address, I'm fine with that, because you're going to send me the results so that I have them later and I don't lose them when I leave the page, especially when I'm on mobile, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. And then
Yeah.
after you've captured my email, the next button that I'm going to push is going to bring me back to the about page. So
Yes.
that's okay. I'm
Perfect.
okay with that.
Okay.
This, do you want them to take the free quiz before they're inside your group so that you've captured their email by visiting?
It doesn't matter. So for people who are kind of commitment phobic, who just kind of want to see, what's going on with my skin, then they can do it that way. Or if they just want to take, get into the group and see about the group, they can go in and take the quiz in there. But so I have a proprietary skin. It's not your normal skin assessment. It's different.
Okay.
And so it'll give you a special code. And so once you get in the group, you can go in and it will tell you what in the group, it will tell you, this is what you need to do. You specifically, everybody's going to be different. It's not going to be a cookie cutter for all the people who have combination skin, all the people who have oily skin, it's specific to you. So that's why they get the email, because they need that information to know what to do next.
Inside.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm not there yet. I've been major overhauling,
Okay.
doing a major overhaul. But yes,
No,
so
but I want to give you kudos for this part too, because the fact that you can name what your customer or client journey is, kudos. Because I will tell you that I'm not sure that people that I've worked with did not know what the client journey was and could not name from this point, where do you want them to go, right? And that's all
Right.
part of the onboarding. Even if they're on the outside of your group, there's still an onboarding flow on the outside. So
Yeah.
kudos for knowing that that's part of your flow. That's good.
it's just it's been a process. It's been a process.
Okay. Now, this is just really pretty. And it's clear that, like, because of the picture, I don't need to see like the description on this side. I can already tell, like, oh, this is about skincare.
Mhm.
This is probably about, and you said skincare community. So that's the piece of it that's already telling me, like, oh, this is about skincare, right? So just from
Right.
your media slots. I did not watch your video yet. And I want to pause on that. Which one is your VSL?
That one.
Okay. And your VSL is under 5 minutes. Kudos to you,
I
right? Very good.
try.
A 53-second video.
It's just a facial with music.
Okay, perfect. And a 30-second testimonial.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And then your picture.
Yep.
It's me. I'm the one. Okay, and that is a great trust signal right there, because your face is there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Now I want to start here, and this is where I'm going to get audience participation. Okay.
Please.
Okay. At the very beginning of her about page copy, what is the signal at the very beginning of her about page copy? You can come off mute. Okay, I just saw
Yeah,
that there were
it's
messages.
about
Sorry.
me.
Okay. It's about her.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that in a bad way, but
No, it's
No,
fine.
No, and honestly, thank you for saying that, because this is not the point of this is not a judgment. I want you to hear from people who are looking at your about page, and like, honestly, if I came to your about page blind, I don't know you, I know nothing about you, I haven't seen anything. Like, I want you to hear, like, this is blind brand newbies who are seeing your about page for the very first time.
Of course.
When the very first thing is about you, do I know that it's going to relate to me?
Right.
Is it calling me out? Do I know this group is for me?
Maybe no.
Yeah. And
Maybe
so,
no.
yeah, your hook, you really want your hook to be like the very first thing that they see is, oh, she's talking to me.
Got it.
You did that in your description. But the thing is, if you are sending people to your about page from somewhere else, the classifieds, you're putting your link to your about page, they're coming over, they might not look at the description, especially someone coming from outside of school. They're going to see your pictures, they're going to see your videos, they're going to see your copy.
Got it.
And I think, personally, this is my opinion, and other people might have a different opinion. My very first thing is I go straight to the writing.
Right.
Because I don't have, like, this is under 5 minutes, and I'm glad, and I know that I can speed it up so I can hear what you said, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Like 2 minutes and 42 seconds, I'm going to get that down to 1 minute and 20 seconds, because I'm going to do 2x.
Right.
1.752x, and listen to what you're saying at my pace. But this is calling out who you are and not who I am, and why I would stay on your page.
Okay.
Perfect. And really, honestly, all you need to do is put 1 or 2 lines here and say, are you, just like you did in your description. Now, don't copy this and put it down here.
But something else.
Put something else.
Got it.
And sometimes it's a question. Are you a 40-year-old or over woman who has lost the elasticity? You want keywords also in that, so that when you're calling out who the person is, your keywords are being picked up on Google and AI.
Okay.
And you're searchable, right? For what people are actually searching for. So you want to, in that very first statement in your hook, you actually want the hook to be something that someone would go Google.
Okay.
because again, um, if we're talking about Google, Google takes your first 100 words and uses that initially to index what your page is about.
Okay.
Okay. Because this is the major writing on your page and not a small window on the side. This is the major piece of your page. It's going to take this and index the first 100 words.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
So, okay, got it.
Now I think you took something out of your about page.
I did.
What did you take out of your about page?
Um,
It
I'm
was a
trying to,
major theme in your about page before and you took it out.
yes, I have to go back and look.
You don't remember?
No.
Okay. There is nothing on here anymore that says this is faith-based.
Yes. See, I was told to take that out.
Okay. Here's where I
But
go back to my slide presentation and I tell you, polarization is just as important. I see you. I see you, Tamika. Um, Polarization is just as important as telling people who this page is for.
right.
It's also just as important to tell this page, like tell people who this is not for. And
Yes.
I want you to understand that when you said faith-based, my mind instantly went to see, and I'm judging myself by where I'm about to say all of this.
No,
Okay.
say
Don't
it,
judge
say it,
me.
say it. I'm not
Don't judge
judging.
me.
I'm not judging.
I have deconstructed. So when I hear people talk about, I automatically put my hands up and say, okay, I need boundary and I need to see how faith-based, how biblically based, how much, because I don't bypass anymore.
Right.
And I've been in churches where, like, even though I love Jesus, I still pray pretty much every day. God and I have a
Right.
conversation. I like that has not been lost on me. My name is Faith for a reason. I will always have faith.
Right.
How I relate to that faith has changed.
Yes.
So when I know that a community then is faith-based, I already kind of want to be like,
Yeah.
how
Yes.
much? And so I would go and find you in other groups, Sherry, and I'd be like, let's see, Sherry, you know?
And that's fine. And I totally get that. And how can I say this? It makes me sad because I think there's a lot of people out there that say they're Christians and they're very judgy. They're
It's
very
rigid. Yeah,
rigid. I
very.
and so, but here's the thing. I mean, that's the whole thing about my business is that, you know, uh, like I use scripture. I like God is a very big part of my business. So I don't want to mislead anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. Um, I really want to like encourage people. I think a lot of how can I say this? I think, and I really don't want to make this whole thing about me, but, um, a lot of people say the reason why people stop going to church is because of Christians. And I don't want that to be about, I don't want that to be me. I want to encourage people. I want people to come and see and understand who I am. But I don't want
Right.
people to get into the community and go, "Oh my gosh, she's talking about scriptures. Oh, I can't." I don't want to be
That
dishonest.
right there. Stay
I don't-
right there. I'm going to slow you way down because that right there, that's it. And that's why you need to be polarized. I'm not saying you're going to flagrantly, I'm
Yeah,
saying you need to polarize just enough because there are people that that's not how they live their life. And if you're
Right.
not saying that on your about page and someone comes in and then all of a sudden Sherry has a bad name because she didn't say it was faith-based and we were going to talk scripture and and every day there's a scripture reference, which is great for uplifting people who live like that.
Right.
But if I come into your group and then it becomes like, oh, this is not, I came in for esthetician and like skincare and now I'm like, because some people have been hurt by church and they come in and all of a sudden like, oh, I'm being beat with scriptures. Here we go. And that's not your purpose.
Right.
Your purpose
Exactly.
is to use scripture to edify. And so you need to polarize just enough to say, this is a faith-based skincare group. We talk God in here. We talk scriptures in here. We love Jesus in here.
Right.
That's who I am. That's how we roll up in here.
Right. Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. What do you guys think? You guys. I agree with that.
Can
Yeah.
And you guys come
Yes,
off
please.
mute. I don't mean to.
can you hear me?
Yes.
I apologize. I had to log into a different device, so it looks like I'm here twice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hi, good evening. I'm so glad I got to catch this one. So, Sherry, I don't know you from Adam, and I don't know what used to be there.
Yes.
So I'm gonna offer a couple things. Faith just covered most of it. Typically, if someone is writing their about page and they're putting that it's faith-based, then you're not going to be able to change the part of you that is that.
True.
So last thing, just like Sherry, just like Faith just said, the last thing you want to do is have people coming in and now your churn rate is horrible because they've left because it's just too much Jesus for me, right?
Right.
So, but I challenge you to do this. Make it clear that that's who you are and that's what this group is about. But there's ways to, and I'm gonna have to pray over my next few words tonight. So y'all, Lord, you know my heart. There's ways for you to sanitize it in a way that the believers will be clear.
Yes.
Out, because sometimes the term faith-based can turn people which away.
Yeah, it does.
So maybe you find a biblical scripture about tallow or about change or about skincare or about nurturing the body or something that makes the point clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that way you don't feel like you're letting that side of yourself down.
Yeah.
Two, you're upholding your personal values and your personal mission for this community. Three, those who are visiting it and looking at this about page have a clue and they understand. And then they can make that adult decision. And in terms of polarization, your audience is your audience.
Right.
Those that speak it your way will find you and will come to you.
Right. Exactly. And I agree with that 100%. And I was real hesitant about that. And I've tried to do that with my content just to explain, this was my story, this is how I understood, this is how, that's kind of the name of my business is actually Ancestral Beauty, and how tallow has been around for, a millennia upon a millennia, and how this is not a new trendy thing. It's actually been around forever. And that's kind of where I tie in a lot of biblical things that way. And then there's some stories that I tie in that are biblically based, but that kind of speak to every woman. Especially, I've gotten a lot of, I don't feel seen anymore. I don't feel heard anymore, especially women in their 40s. I feel lost. My kids are gone. I don't know who I am. And so I've kind of tied all of that into, this thing. But I agree. I kind of felt like I was losing a little part of myself. But so I'm glad that we came up. You guys are talking about that, and that makes me feel a little bit better. So
I
thank
don't
you.
want you, yeah, I don't want you to lose any part of yourself. This is your group.
Yeah.
It's yours. You own this. You are the owner. You are the leader. You
Yeah.
are the community leader here. That means that it is on you. It's the onus is on you. And the joy of what space you want to create inside has to be mirrored on the outside so that people like it's like oh my gosh, yes, I have to be in this group. She speaks my language.
Right.
Versus I don't think that that's a group for me. And it's
Right.
okay, because that's another thing about your about page should be enough that I say, yes, oh my gosh, I have to be in this group, or I start to slowly lean back because this isn't for me.
For me.
And as much as
Exactly.
I want to learn about that, maybe this isn't the place where I can learn about it like that.
Exactly. Or maybe they see me in another group and they're like, oh, hey, I've seen her in this and that and the other thing. Let me go check that out again. And that's perfectly fine. But thank you. I really appreciate that
Yeah.
feedback. That's great
Yeah.
feedback.
I also, and by all means, you guys unmute and let's talk about this. Your next statement says, "What is tallow?" And I appreciate that you took part of your 1,000 characters to talk about what is tallow, because that is just coming back into the zeitgeist of like tallow. There was a place that had like tallow, uh, flavored tallow butter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was so delicious. But now, like, understanding it's actually really good for my skin.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? This is like a miracle that we've put to the side and we've forgotten about. And so making sure that like people understand what this is and that it's an all natural substance, it's not a manufactured in a lab stuff you're going to put on your face, is like, wow. Um, then I would say, and I would love to hear what you guys think about the benefits section, because I almost feel like this is a little bit of the airplane ride.
Okay.
And I would love it if you guys gave feedback of your, like, how it hits you and how you're receiving that information. Oh, Dana said she needed to jump off. I missed that. Yes, good, Tamika. I just saw your comment. This is what I was just told today. Your about page is your menu that determines if they will dine in your restaurant community. Absolutely. Tamika,
Right.
go ahead and come off mute. It's okay.
I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
please.
this is really good.
I,
I
I now
needed to.
I now wish I could have seen what it was before you edited.
Yes.
So for me, because I am over 40, so the little small section up above Joan group had my attention, right? So, and I'm truly trying to think right now, Sherry, as if I happen to just discover your page. Like,
Right.
not that not that I found you in classifieds or something, but like I am truly just out on the interwebs and just discovered your group, right?
Right.
So, wait, she changed the page.
Hang on, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna make sure that she comes up for tallow because it's all over your page.
Oh, amazing.
And where is she?
Right there.
Right
That's
there.
me. That's
She's
my
number
old.
one.
Yeah.
Yay,
Oh, woo! Oh
Sherry!
my God.
You're number
But
one in
that's if
discovery for
someone's
tallow.
searching tallow. When you
Yes,
search
because
skincare, if you search
right.
skincare, because that's the point that I'm going to make. Search skincare.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm like under health or something crazy.
Yeah, but you didn't put skincare anywhere in your copy, did you?
No, I
No.
didn't.
So
Ah,
that was my point, because I know based off what I've observed of you the last few minutes of you talking, that you clearly have the skill set and the knowledge of way more than just tallow, right?
yes, ma'am.
So what's there on that about page now is just about tallow. And yes, the title is Truth About Tallow Skincare, but connecting that with that small, what is that section called? The
The
section above
discovery description.
connecting what you have in that about page with what's in that discovery. I don't know what I'm getting out of your group, if that makes sense. I'm learning about tallow, but I don't know what I'm going to get from your group in that about page.
Okay.
Good. Great feedback.
I hope I articulated that well.
That was
No, you
perfect.
did.
To be honest, all of that right now, all of that, what is tallow down?
Yeah.
That could be your first webinar course. That
Got
could
it.
be that, because they're teaching them, here's how we can manage this 40 plus skin. Here's some things that will help you. That could be a whole thing. But somewhere in there, it's not telling me Why do I need to be in this group? What is this group going to help me with?
What's in it for me? That's what it is.
Because
what's
if
in
I
it for
remember
me?
correctly, if I was to find it on mobile, I may not even see the discovery page if I click the link from someplace else. So I
Right.
wouldn't even have seen the small blurb.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by
And
the way, this
I
helped me
go
figure
ahead.
out what to do with my page real good. So I'm grateful for being here tonight. This is
Yeah,
helping me a lot.
absolutely. Okay, so I want to talk about this benefit section because I really appreciate what Tamika just said. Everything down is what they get inside. I appreciate that you're telling what it is and that you're saying it. I don't think that you have to use as many words because you're saying, and before you freak out, like you're assuming they're going to freak out. Put the definition in a way that is like,
They won't freak
how
out.
many thousands of years ago did they use this as skincare and it was working for them, right? Like
Right.
bring that piece back so that it's like this is not brand new and people are starting to use like cattle fat on their faces. This is what
Right.
the skincare was before we started making it in a lab, right? And so
See,
this is an all natural, healthy, right? And you're saying it's a fatty acid profile. This is where it starts to get into that expert, like I talked about on the classifieds, how to make your classifieds posts work harder.
right.
You want to stay away from the expert language in this part because now you're losing me in jargon, you're losing me in the description, you're losing me in all of that. Where what is tallow? I do want to understand what tallow is because I don't know. And it just a small description, like that one line, make it as short as you can.
Okay.
Tallow has been used for thousands of years prior to our, now remedies. And then from there, Tamika had a really good point to make sure, like, what is it? What's the destination? What are the testimonials that you can share about women who have used your products or used your method? Like their face went from feeling like they felt like they were 50 and their face went back to looking like they were 35 or 40.
Yes.
Like it reversed how many years of aging on your face. And I know we can't put pictures here, but you could put pictures up in your media slots that would be before and after pictures. And I think that you had before and after pictures before you changed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I do want to kudos you and say that you did not give me a second. It's coming back. You did say most women see real changes within 90 days. That tells me that this isn't just an overnight cure and you're not trying to sell me snake oil, right? I love that you put your tears on here. That is, people are still trying to figure out how this is, but I appreciate that you've put your tears on and you've made it clear, like go deeper, full curriculum, group coaching, $97 is full concierge, one-on-one access. So if I want you to talk to me about how to get rid of this crepey skin that's happening on my hands, I know that I'm going to want the highest tier. I'm going to want concierge, one-on-one service. So you've put that. The only thing that I would change down at the bottom is take the free quiz does not make them join. It sends them back up to your quiz. If I've already taken your quiz, what am I supposed to do next?
Right.
Now you're diluting your signal because you're telling me now I need to take the quiz again.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That makes sense.
And that part right there, if you're ready to start looking 10 to 15 years younger, in the next 90 days,
you want to
join us.
Right.
Come on in, right?
I'm writing that down.
Yeah. You really now this is my personal preference just because this is part of this trust recession. We've seen, I'm not going to name names. I really want to name names and point fingers, but I'm not going to do it. But we have seen too many times that bro marketing is hustle, 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 promise, promise, promise. And for whoever I teach, I want you to know, I don't want you to do that. I want you to be yourself and I want you to offer an invitation for people to come join you.
Okay.
We don't do a scarcity unless you are literally changing the price tomorrow or 5 people, 5 more members. Okay, you're at 12 members. So 8 more members, and you're going to make the price of the group $27 to join. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to take away your free tier. That is the only reason that you would do urgency or scarcity, is like, I do really want to make this a paid offer, because what you are offering, even if it's just the knowledge that you're offering, just being in the community is worth more than free value, because you have how many years?
25.
25 years as an esthetician.
And I'm
That-
almost going to have
Yeah.
my nursing degree. So,
Okay.
but
But the free group also gets them into your sphere. It gets them in, it gets them acclimated, it allows them to see who you are beyond, I found you in the classifieds, or I found you out in the world somewhere. Right.
But see, I kind of like that, because I had the $5, and the only reason why I did the $5 is because when I first started school, people were saying, and I even almost fell for it, is that you get all the spammers, and so at least the $5 kept the spammers out and stuff like that. But I really like the free because it's education, and skincare is such an intimate, just from being an esthetician. It's not like doing hair or doing nails and that type of thing. Skincare is such an intimate industry. You're touching people's face, and you could really, really do, and I've seen it where people have done some damage. So to get people in and educate them, and that's really my goal. That's my goal, is to get women in, and educate them. So to get them in and educate and build that trust and build that, to do that for free, I'm 100% sold on that. I can totally, like, I bought that Kool-Aid. So
Yeah,
that's
then leave it that way, and buy the Kool-Aid, because it gets people into your group. You're just,
Yeah.
once they get in, you're going to have to work harder to ascend them up, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay. Because when they see what you're offering and what knowledge base you have, that's okay. The other thing that I wanted to say is your hook really wants to call out the 40 plus person. I think I said this before, but it's not just calling out that person. It's also like allowing them to identify that I have to get in this group for her.
Mhm.
Okay. And like, if I don't, I'm just going to spend another 5 years with my crepey hand skin, or, like like the other thing that's happening is like these, because I'm postmenopausal, like these jowls that are starting to happen. And like, surely you would tell me some exercises to get rid of that. And so like, I have to join to find out like how to reverse
To work that.
my, like, what's happening in my body now because of it. Right. And this is something, I know men go through changes. I'm not negating that you go through changes too, but all the tests are done for you guys. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. Is there anything else somebody wants to point out?
Please.
Yeah.
This has been very, 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 and I wish I had taken a screenshot. Oh, I think I did, of what I had before, because what I had before was more along the lines of what you are saying. I should have gone with my gut. But anyway, that's fine. This is a learning experience.
That's the thing, is we listen to people, and this is the thing, like today, as I was roaming Schoolers just for a minute for something, I went on, and like there were 3 different gurus, and I'm becoming a guru too, of like what people are telling everyone to do with their about page. Everyone says something different. And you have to find the person, the guru, the person who resonates with how you operate in your business, that matches your tone. So I know I am not like I might give tips that Ryan Duncan would pick up and be like, oh, I never thought of it that way. But he's a totally different sales type than I am.
Right.
Right. There are other people on the platform who sell completely different and like I don't want to just say sell because it's not just sales, it's presenting yourself a certain way. And so I
Exactly.
realized that because of that, you want to find the person that you resonate with that actually like sounds like and has the same value kind of those 1000 characters. I just got the same kind of value and belief and all of the things. You want to find someone that you resonate with because you can really go down a whole other path and like you're not being true to yourself. And I did
Exactly.
not mean to like, I don't want to really go down this path and like tell you, but be yourself because everyone else is already taken.
True.
And in all honesty, people are looking for authentic communication, connection, community. And if you can just put yourself out there as your full, unmasked, un unshrunk, like don't shrink yourself, just be yourself and be the fullness of who you are, because that's what is going to resonate.
Right.
And people will either be drawn to you because they're supposed to be, right? Or they're
Right.
going to say, I don't know that that's really the group for me, but now I know that I need to go find someone who does what she does that is more my flavor. And it's okay because one thing about your about page, we should not be calling out everyone who would ever, I want to help community members with their school, right?
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
How would you like to help them? Would you like to growth operate? Would you like to engagement boost? Would you like to admin? Would you like to moderate? Would you like to, right? There's all these different things. Would you like to be a sales? Would you like to be an appointment setter? There's all these jobs that people can do. And there's so many voices and noise out on the platform right now. I want to help school owners with what? And
Right.
even I just went through a brand new like reiteration of myself to be like, that's not how I want to operate. I
Right.
actually want to operate how I operate, which is I look, I hear, I see, I feel what the signal is saying.
Right.
And I want to call those things out so that it gives you the signal, right? And so,
But I agree. But I agree
yeah.
with what Tamika said. I don't know how old you are, but she's a woman, and so coming with that perspective, um, that was very beneficial. So, and exactly she hit the nail right on the head. It's basically there's no what's in it for me. All that information is wonderful, but you only have, I mean, I know me when I'm scrolling, I have a 10-second attention span, and if I can't see what's in it for me, I'm on to something else. So that was a great point. All the feedback was wonderful.
Yeah.
If anybody has
Oh
anything
my
else they
gosh.
want to share, I 100% appreciate it.
You
I have a
guys,
thought as a
I have been
dude.
just
Please,
I'm
as a dude.
yeah, come on, dude.
Yes, you have an
Wait a
opinion.
second. Alexander, just hold on. You guys, it is 9:12 and I just realized and I really wanted to honor your time. You guys have stayed and I really just want to say thank you so much.
Thank
If
you.
you'll stay just like I want to hear what Alexander has to say as a guy, as a dude for what this says to him, but I have an offer that I want to share with you before we get off. And so if you'll just hang with us just a few more minutes. Okay, Alexander.
All
Go
good.
for it.
So I was staring at your my story and I was trying to think about, okay, how do we change the message of that to being like your story? And so I kind of started like formulating like maybe this is something you can talk about as an esthetician, where it's like, hey, you wake up in the morning every single day, you go to the sink, you grab the scrubbing soapy lotion, you get all the dirt and grime off your face, you go through and you exfoliate your skin, then the next thing you know, you're putting toner on, next thing you know, you're putting face cream on. Next thing you know, you're putting like eye cream on to like make it younger and younger. You just like build the story saying like you're going through this routine. And then you can add in funny things that are something like, and your partner saying, "Oh my God, are you done yet? Come on, we gotta go." Whatever it's going to be, right? And you're highlighting like, yes, this is something that I go through every single day. And then you can lead into it saying, there's a better way, there's an easier way, there's whatever it's going to be, right? And you
Right.
talk about tallow and like as far as the benefits go, like I don't think you even need that section of benefits, because if you talk about the story of this is something that we do every single day when we wake up, we wash our faces, we put the toners on to exfoliate our skin, we put the facial cream on to help like smooth things out, de-age things, maybe get blemishes away, whatever it's going to be, right? um you just tell that story. And I think that already highlights like these are the benefits I know you're already looking for. Because I just told it in the story. I'm just telling you that there's a better way. Tallow's the way. And then you go
That's
about it.
awesome. That's
Tallow's
awesome,
the way.
Alexander. And that is my thing. I'm a storyteller. That is I'm a visual person. And so that just hit all the buttons for me. Because I
I'm
was
very
right there.
happy.
I was right there with you. And my husband's like, "Are you done yet? Can we go? You're still in there?" Yes, yes, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. That
You're
was
welcome. And I'm just dangerous enough to know about skincare. So
awesome. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh,
Wonderful.
that was so good.
Yes.
Okay, and then I just wanted to give, I'm going to stop the share so I can go get what I need, but I wanted to give Danielle or Mike a chance. If you have something that you want to add, I would love to hear it. Um, if you do, and no pressure if you don't. It's okay.
Okay, let me go ahead and stop my treadmill. So,
Oh, she's multitasking. I
I
love it.
don't know you, but I'm proud of you because you getting it in while
Right?
learning.
oh,
Proud of you.
Right?
with the well, hi everyone. I am new here, and to be perfectly honest, my calendar notification came up on my laptop while I was walking that I had snoozed something a couple times, and it was for this Zoom, so I popped in. I have joined Skool and I'm in too many communities and I don't know where I found this. And so I was just here like a fly on the wall listening to you critique Sherry to fix her About You page. And I
Mhm.
too have a community. Um, and I know it need a lot of work because I'm all over the place trying to figure out what I want to do too. So I was just kind of listening at how you told her to make adjustments so that I can go back and read my own and see like where I need to make those tweaks too.
What's your page?
Oh, mine's is called Live at Your Pace. Yeah,
Live.
my last name is Pace, as you can see on the screen. So I just made it Live at Your Pace.
I love
And
it.
and yeah, so yeah, I'm
I'm
a
gonna
registered nurse, but I'm not talking about nursing. And yeah, that's why I said it's just like all over the place. I go live on TikTok, and that's how most of the people come into my community.
I'm
So
gonna I'm gonna give you a follow.
okay, thank you. And I would love to come back. So can you tell me, please, like where did I get this? And I'm gonna get off and get a piece of paper and write it down.
This,
Yeah,
this,
this,
this
go ahead. Go ahead.
well, this is how I found it in the classified.
Oh.
I heard her say the word classified.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, I
thank you.
apologize. I forgot which microphone was working. Sorry, y'all. Two devices.
Okay,
Yeah, I found this in the classified and registered for the Zoom.
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Well, that's must be where I found it because I'm in the classifieds group too. Okay,
Awesome.
and I've never heard of what is it called? Talum?
Tallow.
Talum. I've
Yeah.
never heard of it. So I was gonna look it up myself once I got off the treadmill.
Truth with
So
the tallow. Yes.
okay, so I'm gonna go see your community and who's running it? Is it Faith? I don't know who's running this.
It's the one
Faith.
and only Faith.
It's
Yes.
the
All right. Hey, Faith.
Which by
Thanks.
the way, you got to know when you look up school profiles, she's the only person that has the tag at Faith, which is
At Faith.
awesome.
Okay, thank you. I'm putting that there. At Faith.
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. I just realized And so I'm fixing something really quick because I just realized I want to send you. So I wanted to talk through the offer that I wanted to offer you guys if you are on this call live. Now we were not supposed to go through a full deep dive, but we were just supposed to do a quick overview, but Sherry just got a full
I
now
did.
a full, yeah, you did a full deep dive. And the only thing that I would have gone farther is to have stayed on the call with you while we made changes. But we were already over time. We had a really good conversation.
Did.
We had a really good conversation. And so the only difference that I am doing, okay, what is the problem here? I'm trying to multitask and it's not, it is not working. But I think this will work because it's the same call. Let's just go publish and just be done. So, what I wanted to offer is a 45-minute, it'll probably go longer. Just be prepared for probably an hour because we'll get to talking about options and content and all the things. But I wanted to offer an about page review. And because you're here live, I wanted to offer a special offer tonight. I am still trying to multitask, you guys. I'm so sorry. My multitasking skills are not what they used to be.
You just have us drawn in with the suspense.
Yes.
I know.
Bated
Dun,
breath.
She's gonna say
okay,
yes.
drum roll, please. Okay, and that is not what that was supposed to be either, but that's okay. This is okay. I just deal with it and I'll fix it tomorrow. I want to offer a special offer for about page reviews. This style of about page review only we would like on the call, we'll add and we'll work on it together and make changes on the call live. But I wanted to offer a $57, that is a $40 off what I normally offer for about pages. And because you're here live, I wanted to offer this to you. So in the chat is the link to get an about page review in depth. In the classifieds, I have a quick fix call, which is $97, again, 45 minutes, and it's quick fix for anything that you want to talk about school related. That could be your about page, it could be your onboarding, it could be your conversions, it could be anything. I love and am totally obsessed. If you did not know, I am totally obsessed with Skool. I love everything about this platform, except financial reporting right now. I just worked on my taxes this week and I just, but obsessed with this platform. I love what it has taught me. I love the friendship it has brought to me. And I love being able to help other people really optimize your group and be able to move forward with sales, move forward with growth, all of the things so that your business grows as I help you. And so the offer is $57 for, it does say check out one fix call. It's supposed to be an about page review, but I will fix that on the backside. But that's what I wanted to offer. It's live until, just so that I've been really clear, I'm going to leave it live until tomorrow evening at midnight CST. $57 until tomorrow night.
Okay.
Midnight CST. I messed that up so bad on my other workshop. So and I really am grateful for Alexander because he pointed it out, and like on the call I was just like, you know, so much energy. And when he was kind enough to like slow me down, so we fixed it last time. But I definitely want to make that part clear, that it is open until tomorrow at midnight CST. Do you guys have any questions that have not been covered, or concerns that you guys have about your about pages or anything? I'm open.
No, you're pretty thorough. You guys were brutal. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are great. You guys are great.
I want to be a little bit brutal because your
No,
about page, yeah, is the page that people land on, and it's where they make the decision. Am I going with Sherry, or am I going out to Discovery and typing in tallow?
right,
Right?
exactly.
And I don't want that to happen to you. I want people to land there and know that this group is for you because she's the one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Tamika?
Hey, so I had a question, and I was a few minutes late, and I probably missed the beginning, but I know you mentioned a few times that the platform is changing, that the Google search words are with how many characters? Because I know for a fact prior to today, I searched like some what I thought were my keywords and couldn't find my own group. But I am pretty far back in discovery. But how do we know what words it's looking at in terms of its searchability?
Tamika, that is such a great question, honestly, because this is being recorded and I want to measure my words very carefully because
Okay.
discovery and search has been a problem since I got here almost
Yeah.
2 years ago.
I mean, because I'm in this self-help. Is it self-help? There's self or some, and
Self-help.
there's lots of AI. I'm like, these are not self-help groups, and they're in this category, which then
Yeah.
messes up my discovery number because there's 300 groups that have nothing to do with self-improvement there.
Yeah.
Or more.
And people have learned how to game the system a little bit, and either that or they're in the wrong category because their about page said the wrong thing that made thanks for coming, Mike. That for whatever reason they're in the wrong category. And sometimes it behooves you to stay in the wrong category so that you have a better chance at winning the games or being higher on the list, or but that's not fair to the people that are in that category. So
Yeah.
I'm fully aware. As far as discovery and searchability and what keywords to use, you can see that Sherry came up for tallow because tallow, the word, was used so many times in her copy.
Okay.
That's how she got number one. But you'll also note that what her copy did, even though she had so many instances of the word tallow, it wasn't tallow, 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 tallow. It was natural flowing in there. You want to put your keywords that are searchable for whatever it is that you're doing as many times as you can get them inside your about page. And do not say, welcome to blah, blah, blah community. Don't do that. But down underneath in the tallow, let me say it right. In the tallow, come on. In the Truth in Tallow skincare community. She just got tallow again. She just got skincare. And she would put that underneath her story of who she is, where she's getting ready to say, when you join, this is what you're getting. You're getting a community full of women who want better skincare that is healthy and all natural. You are finding a community of supportive women who, you know, however you want to say it. Right. And you want to say like what the benefits of your community are and what people are going to get out of it. And so you want to say in the Truth in Tallow skincare community, that's the place to put it. If you put it up at the top, it's kind of off-putting.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes
yeah, and
sense.
I would also say never say welcome to my community, like welcome to the la 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 community. It wastes your 1,000 characters and nobody's inside yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Total sense. I like it.
So I'm gonna go out and practice searching certain words and see if I find my group ever just naturally discovering, because my group is private as well. It's not
Yeah.
public. And I believe when I started school in December, I think that makes a difference in terms of searchability as well.
Yeah.
If it's private.
Tamika, do you use any of the chats like ChatGPT or Claude?
I use some ChatGPT to help me, but I just have issues with I still want it to sound like me. You know, I'm a bit of a word nerd, so I can sometimes sound like ChatGPT. So I had to like really, I had to really.
So here's the thing. I use Claude. Well, it's a long story and I'm not going to bore your time because it's 9:30 on a Friday.
Feel free to
But
inbox me. You have my
oh,
permission to DM me.
yeah, I'll DM you and I'll give you my tip because I have issues with that too and I like to write, but to help you with searchability and get over just so you're more we'll chat. We'll chat.
Absolutely. And I also tried to follow you and I can't figure out where the follow button is.
Me either.
So, okay, so is
Okay.
that a new thing that they've changed? Because
Are
I could not
you
find the
on
follow
mobile or are you on laptop?
button. I'm on mobile. Well,
Okay.
Oh, that's
you are, well,
why.
I'm on both mobile and computer.
Okay, on your computer, if you find it where you're in the groups together and you hover over her information and it like pops up a little box, it should give you the option to follow and then hit a box to say, I want to go to her profile. If you
Okay.
just hover, don't click. And then can I give you bonus content?
Yes. We
Okay.
are here for it. We are
Okay,
here for
good.
it.
We are
Okay,
here
listen,
for
the
it.
bonus content is take your about page copy, drop it into your AI of choice, tell your AI of choice. In fact, I will send this to you guys. I'll make a prompt and send it to your DMs. Inside your AI of choice, say, this is my about page, landing page, however you want to say it. This is my sales page for my school community. I need 20 keywords. I need 20 long tail keywords.
Ooh.
And I need 20 questions that someone who is Googling at 2 a.m. would ask as they're trying to find my community or what I offer.
Perfect.
Because when you do that, you are going to get all of the keywords. The long tail keywords are what you would put in your statements so that it's not just, I'm going to drop all these keywords. It's actually going to give you things to make sentences for your information so that you become the answer to the question they are asking at 2 a.m. Just like you want to do with your classifieds posts, you want to make the title be the answer to the question. Your title should be the answer to the question. Everything inside of your copy for your post on classifieds should prove that you are the one who knows about it. You're answering that exact question with more information than just this is how you use all, like tallow is an all natural skincare product used for thousands of years, right? That might be do you want an all natural skincare product? Maybe you ask the question that they're asking in your title, and then in your copy you are answering just that question. Okay.
And what are you calling the title, the first line of the about page? Like what do you, when you say your title?
When I'm talking about the title of a post, sorry, I did just jump
Oh,
track.
you're talking about in classifieds, sorry.
In classifieds, when you are making your classifieds post, you want to make sure that that title is the question that they would ask or the answer, direct answer to the question that they would ask. In your about page, you're making the about page be the answer to the questions they're asking also.
Mm.
Those keywords, okay, if I was looking for a keyword, right? I didn't know that tallow was a thing, I would say all natural skincare.
Right.
I would say organic skincare,
You're right.
right? What else would I use, Sherry? Esthetician. That
Ancient
word
remedies.
needs to be in your copy because it's not. And when I typed in esthetician, it wasn't like you didn't come up, like
At
I had to
all.
scroll to find you.
Right. All right. Or non-synthetic or all natural, which doesn't mean anything, but all natural.
That's what people are going to search for, though.
Right.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
natural or natural. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I used St. Ives for years, right? It's all natural.
Them doggone apricot kernels, I swear to God. Swear to God. That's why my pores are so
Word of
screwed.
God.
No, please, no, no.
No, I don't use that anymore.
I was hooked on the medicated apricot scrub for decades.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know what?
But it's exfoliating.
It's natural. It's apricot seed. It's so good for you.
Mm-mm.
She's gonna beat us.
No,
Hello,
no.
epidermis off.
Listen,
Right.
do you know it's a if you want to know, just a little clue. I know poor Alexander, but it is
No, you don't understand. I love this stuff, so keep
okay.
going.
So, the skincare industry is a $550 billion industry. So if you think the pharmaceutical company has nothing on the skincare industry. And if you knew what I knew about skincare, you'd be appalled. Appalled.
Sure, I just had a totally intrusive random thought.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, reminding people that their skin is the largest organ on the body.
Yes. So if you think of it this way, would you put salicylic acid on your lungs? Because that's what lungs
Uh,
do,
Wait a
or
minute, I'm
on,
not supposed to do that?
yeah, or your heart, you know, or your lungs or your brain,
Oxide and oh, I done did some damage.
or glycolic acid. So yeah, that's why I say it's an education, and that's always been my approach. Unfortunately, you're literally trying to empty the ocean with a thimble. So that's kind of why I love school, because I really just want to educate. And when people are educated, they are better consumers. Educated consumers are smarter consumers. And that's what I want to do, is educate. So yeah, I got to get my
Yeah.
people in there. So you're
You
going to have
guys,
a
this
space.
has been amazing. I have really enjoyed it. I hope that you have enjoyed it.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yes. I do have more tools. Because then I just thought, hey, I should mention this. But I'm getting ready to have next week. I think I have to check the calendar to see if she put it on the calendar yet. But I do have another classifieds, make your classifieds posts work harder for you, which is low key SEOGEO for your classifieds posts, to make sure that you are posting in a way that is evergreen, forever searchable and findable for your content, your community, and getting people in organically without paying the Zuck ATM.
Yes. Yes, please. Thank you.
Or Google's ATM. So I'm putting on another one. I need to check the calendar and see what date it is. It should be next
It's on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Is it
Perfect.
Wednesday?
Yeah,
Aw.
next Wednesday. And the hip tip that I just gave you about the AI and putting in your about page and the keywords, that is actually one of the prompts. I this week, instead of working on my financials, I have been making GPTs to procrastinate. So everything that I had in the package, the VIP toolkit for last time, I'm upgrading those things so that they'll be custom GPTs. And like literally, what I just gave you as a hip tip, that is in that VIP toolkit, and it has way more than that on just that one prompt. So you would get way more out of that than just the keywords, the long tail keywords, the questions. You're actually going to validate who your audience is. And it also tells you things that will repel that audience and things that make them lean in and want your product even more. And so all of that is available in the VIP toolkit. And if you did not or were not able to attend the classifieds post, this is a new series that I'm doing. I've just decided it's going to be how to make it work harder for you, because smarter, not harder, right?
Right.
So to access that VIP that you were discussing, that's if we have the VIP membership in the classifieds?
No, I'm going to send you the link to that toolkit right now. I'll put it in the chat also. There is a replay of that workshop that's in the classifieds. Okay. But the toolkit, there's a link to the toolkit inside the classifieds. And where's my Zoom back again? I'll put it in the chat, and that is the link. Let's try this again. That is the link to the classifieds course page. And the VIP toolkit can be purchased there.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, where'd it go? Oh,
I know. I clicked and my computer just went.
I can send it to your DMs if you'd prefer. Just let me know.
Please.
yes.
Please. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you for that.
Who was the other yes? Was that Sherry?
Sherry, yes.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to give one last, anything else that I can talk you through or help you with?
No, I'm just so glad I got to attend, because seriously,
Yeah.
Sherry, while you were being so brave to go through that, because sometimes we don't want to hear that, right? You worked hard on that, but I literally had mine open and I was like, oh God, so I have to go through and if you ever want to know, you know how sometimes when you're in church and you're like, oh, they've been in my business, they
right?
talk to me. So I have on my I just newly added it because someone said to add like reviews, but I did make like a huge collage, and it is so hard to read and so tiny. And when I came in tonight, you were right on that part, and I was like,
Right.
oh, she's been on my page. Oh, so heard, we'll make adjustments, we'll fix some things.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
All right. I just sent it to both of you. You guys have a great night. I will see you in the classifieds.
Yes.
Great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We'll see you soon.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You
Night.
too.